Smoke or Fire with you, Frank. I'm going to throw you a rumor from around the hockey world. You're going to tell me, is it legit? Is it not? Is it smoke? Is it fire? Or is it just a false alarm? And let's start out in Vancouver, where we know Patrick Allvin and Jim Rutherford are never afraid to take a swing, but the rumblings about them looking to add a defenseman. Frank, smoke or fire?
Fire. I'm told the Canucks feel like they've made some progress on their search for an impact defenseman and efficient puck mover. And there seems to be a heightened sense of urgency in the last 24 to 48 hours as to whether or not they might even be able to get something done before the trade freeze kicks in at midnight on Thursday. So they're up against the clock. I'm certainly not guaranteeing that it's going to happen, but they think that they've, made some progress here. And I don't even have a team or player to pinpoint yet, but certainly on alert with the Canucks that's been their mission and mandate from training camp on, is to add that piece. They're one of the most aggressive front offices in the league, if not the most aggressive. So stay tuned.
Yeah, it runs from midnight tomorrow until December 27th, the NHL holiday trade freeze. How about another guy who could maybe be on the move before that trade freeze? Kaapo Kakko's made headlines with his comments after being healthy scratched in New York. His availability out of the Big Apple. Frank, smoke or fire?
Well, he's definitely available. It's fire. The question is, how many other players can you say that about in New York? I'd say probably everyone with the exception of Shesterkin and Lafreniere. I mean, if you make the right trade, can you get Fox? Probably. If you make the right trade, obviously you can get Kreider. Can you get Zibanejad? Of course. Like Panarin, probably unlikely, but I mean, also not out of the realm of possibility. Here's the point. Chris Drury is fielding offers. He's ready to talk about almost anything and everything on his roster and what that looks like moving forward. He's got cap space. He's got his arsenal of picks, and they're ready to dance. And by the way, I think Kakko probably put a target on himself, at least from the coaching staff, with the comments that he made. And you see his ice time again back in the lineup. Not great.
Also, just one thing on that too, because he kind of played the card of, and I think his quote was something like, "Oh, they go after the young guy when things aren't going well." He's been in the league. This is his 6th season. I don't know if he can really keep going back to the whole like, whoa, I'm just new here. Like, what? It's not on me. Like, I'm learning. 6th year. Well, it's been a while.
No, I totally agree on that part. Probably a poor choice of words. That said, I also agree with him that he probably shouldn't have been the guy to come out of the lineup. Like, if you're pulling someone out because you want to make a statement, he is the easiest guy to pick on, probably. So I do get it from that perspective. And I think there was probably a line of like 4 to 5 players in front of him. You probably should be scratching Mika Zibanejad based on some of the egregious turnovers that he had. What about Ryan Lindgren? Like, I mean, I think if you got to send a message, send it to one of the vets who just hasn't been living up to it this year.
Yeah, and I think that's fair as well.
What's up, hockey fans? If you enjoyed that video, then you need to be hitting the subscribe button right here at Daily Faceoff. Exclusive interviews and analysis from our hockey insider Frank Seravalli, fantasy updates from Brock Sagan, and a daily live show at noon Eastern, Monday through Friday. You don't want to miss any of the fantastic content, so hit that subscribe button.